I walked.
He walked towards the scouting area. Each step was heavy, filled with uncertainty.
The weight of survival pressed down on me.
He was alone, yet surrounded. The air was thick with tension, heavy with the unknown.
This place, this scouting area, held both promise and danger.
Do-hyuk could feel it in his bones, a primal instinct. He was both hunter and prey. 3 figures emerged from the mist, 3 individuals just like him thrown into this game of survival.
Their faces, etched with anxiety, mirrored his own.
They were strangers, united by circumstance.
The first, a young man, his eyes darted around nervously.
The second, a woman, her face hardened by experience, held a weapon tightly.
The last, an older man, seemed calmer, but his eyes held a sharp intelligence.
Words were exchanged, cautious, probing, each person sizing up the others, searching for weakness, for a threat.
Trust was a luxury we couldn't afford. Not yet.
Survival came first.
The young man spoke too quickly, his words stumbling over each other.
The woman, her voice laced with suspicion, questioned their every move.
The older man observed, his silence speaking volumes.
Do-hyuk listened, his mind racing. Section 4, the weight of decision. In life, there are moments when the choices we make define our very existence. These moments are heavy, laden with the potential to change everything.
To join them, to trust them, or to remain apart, an observer in the shadows. Do-hyuk found himself at such a crossroads, where every decision seemed to carry the weight of the world.
Do-hyuk weighed his options. He knew that each path he could take was fraught with its own set of challenges and opportunities. The stakes were high, and the consequences of his choice would ripple through his life and the lives of those around him. Each choice held its own risks, its own potential rewards. The scales of fate seemed to tip back and forth, never settling, always in motion. He had to consider not just the immediate outcomes, but the long-term effects as well. He could feel their gazes upon him, waiting for his decision. The pressure was immense, the expectations of others adding to the burden he already felt. They looked to him for guidance, for leadership, for a decision that would steer their collective fate.
His hand instinctively moved towards the weapon concealed beneath his jacket. It was a reflex, a reminder that he had the power to protect himself, to take control of his destiny. A familiar weight, a source of comfort in this chaotic world. He was not helpless. The weapon was more than just a tool. It was a symbol of his resolve, his determination to face whatever came his way. He would not be prey. He would not allow himself to be a victim of circumstance. With every step he took, he reaffirmed his commitment to his own path, his own choices. He would choose his own path. The road ahead was uncertain, but it was his to walk. In the end, the weight of decision was not just a burden, but a testament to his strength and autonomy.
Section 5, patience as a weapon.
Do-hyuk chose to wait, to observe, to learn their patterns, their habits, and their routines. He knew that rushing in would only lead to failure. He studied their strengths and weaknesses. Trust could be built, but it would take time. Time that they didn't have, but he would make use of every second. Every glance, every gesture, every word spoken was a piece of the puzzle.
He watched as they interacted, the subtle shifts in their body language, the way they moved and spoke. He noticed the leaders, the followers, and those who were uncertain. The unspoken tension that crackled between them was palpable. He absorbed it all, committing it to memory. Knowledge was power, and he would use it to survive. He knew that patience was not just about waiting, but about understanding, about seeing the bigger picture. It was a weapon, and he was ready to wield it. Section 6, the resolve to outlast. They were competitors, rivals in this deadly game. Only one could claim the ultimate prize, the chance to return to their world. Do-hyuk knew this, accepted it.
He would survive. He would outlast them all. He had faced death before, stared it in the face, and emerged victorious. This was no different. He would adapt. He would overcome. He was Do-hyuk, and he was unbreakable.
Section 7, Unbreakable Spirit. The scouting area held dangers, but it also held opportunity. It was a place where only the brave dared to venture, a place where the faint-hearted would falter. Every step taken in this treacherous land was a gamble, a test of one's courage and determination. Do-hyuk could feel it, the shift in the air, the sense of impending change. It was as if the very atmosphere was charged with electricity, a prelude to something monumental. His instincts, honed by countless battles and hardships, told him that this was a pivotal moment.
He was ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. His resolve was unshakable, his spirit unbreakable. He had prepared for this moment, both physically and mentally, knowing that his strength would be tested to its limits. He would face it head-on, with unwavering resolve. No matter the obstacles, no matter the dangers, he would not back down. His determination was a beacon, guiding him through the darkness, giving him the strength to push forward. He was a survivor, forged in the fires of adversity. He would not break, he would not yield. Every scar on his body was a testament to his resilience, a reminder of the battles he had fought and won. He had faced death and emerged victorious, time and time again. He would emerge from this crucible stronger, more resilient than ever before. Each challenge he overcame only served to make him more formidable, more unyielding. He was like tempered steel, hardened by the flames of struggle and strife. He was Doyuk, and he was unbreakable. His spirit was a force of nature, an indomitable will that could not be crushed. In the face of overwhelming odds, he stood firm, a symbol of hope and strength for all who knew him.